Yeah, I'm going to give anything complicated. As long as I'm not definitely taking I'll start
Right, and we're back on for streaming, and I'm joined now with the England CEO, Chris Simon, who has just come off a hugely successful Touch World Cup, and him and his team and volunteers putting together an amazing World Cup, and now he's got his girls 18s here playing against Wales in their first match of the tournament. How's it all looking for England at the moment? Chris?
Yeah, morning, Mike. Yeah, pretty good. I'll pick you up on one thing there. This is our 20s. Come on, Michael.
Oh, dear,
yeah, this is our 20s team playing in. I'll let you off. Playing in the 18s, 20s joint category. It's their first game of the day, and I mean they're looking to go strong against this 18s team.
Is this the team that's played at the last junior Euros as well? Most of these girls in 18s.
There's quite a lot of this lot are new. They've come through the university model, the Bucks model, which is strong in England now. There's one of the girls who played in World Cup. There's two or three who probably could have featured in World Cup, certainly were in training squads, and then the rest have largely come through our Bucks program. So we've got quite a few debutants in here.
Some really nice work there by the England team already, showing that they've got the skills to get up the field. And looks like they'll have a lot of pace in their team.
Yeah, we're just being distracted by this crowd walking in front of us, blocking our view a little bit there. But they're the English crowd, so no doubt they're ignoring us.
We don't recognise them.
That's the score, I think, straight up from Sophia Jelfs, I think that was.
Yeah, really nice movement by the English. A good score. Chris, the Bucks program, you say that's university's program. Can you give a little bit more information about how that program works and what it consists
Yeah,
of?
it's the British University College of Sport. You just assume these acronyms in our sport, but that is one unique to England, and it's actually a program across all sports, and universities gain points for the overall Bucks Championship, and Touch got into that 2 years ago, which is doesn't make a huge difference in terms of actually how we run it, because we were already running a university program, but what it does is it adds an awful lot of profile within the university model. Universities players now go to universities to look at what Touch is on offer, and it's making a massive difference to the program. We've got 30 universities now engaged. We got to a record 32 team sellout last year in one of our university rounds.
I mean, that must be fantastic for your base of growth for players. And while we're commentating, we just missed a very nice
score. Was there? I didn't see who that was. So without these commentary notes, we will be guessing at names, and for that I will apologise. I don't know the Welsh setup here. I do know the coaches, as I'm sure you do. We've got Danny Payton and Dan Roberts over there coaching the Welsh team. Good experienced coaches there with the Welsh. They'll know what they're doing. Very good, yeah. And both obviously come back from World Cup. I know Dan was disappointed with the mixed opening of Wales, but possibly should have done better, they thought. But I think they enjoyed the experience, and obviously Danny was part of the England World Cup winning bronze women's open team. Oh, really nice worked opening by the middle there, scooped through, but just a bit of mishands by the link there. I didn't catch a number 9. Yeah, that was actually Phoebe Simon to Megan Maller. I think they're both middles pairing up, and they've got another chance here. Will they box or will they go? They could go for a line attack here. I think they possibly will. That's Phoebe with the ball, just trying to draw in the Wales defence. Is that Phoebe Simon of the famed Simon family? Some might say so. Yeah. Phoebe Xanthi on the sweep there, and the ball is down. I think they're given loss of control. So I think that was Xanthi Lord there on the sweep. Durham University, one of the products through the Buck system. And how big is that university system? You say 32 teams, and you're in the biggest one, which is amazing as universities. Do those all then flow into the England Touch setup? Yeah, I think it's work in progress still. Several years ago when we started the university programme, we had a student, or what was the Scholars setup, our international programme, just for students. I think with the emergence of the under-20s, that's sort of replaced that Scholars programme to a degree. Obviously the under-20s won't pick up all students, but it will, I think a combination of it will pick up those coming through. Maybe they've missed the junior programme and started picking up touch in the universities. Once we're getting into 2021 in England now, if they're good enough, they're going into the Women's Open sort of programme. They might not make the final team, but certainly there was a number of these players were around the fringe of that squad at some point during the last 12 months. So I think we're back live streaming now. We had a bit of a technical issue, I think, for the end of the first half and start of the second. We're making the score 5-2 to England. We missed a couple of scores. I think one for Phoebe Simon and one for Katie, or maybe even this 6-2 now. And that's another score for England. I think that's probably a hat-trick for Phoebe Simon, I think.
Take it on the mic. So a penalty to England just off their own line, and I
think they'll be looking to box in this heat. I think most teams are looking to box each time, and that's a good catch there, a good take from. I'm trying to see who that is. That was Emma Wade with that good take. Sophia Jelfs driving towards the box, and Keris now driving on this part of Keris and Maddie. Just looking for the little pop out of the back there, the fly, and not quite on. And Wales will get a strike back, almost to do a tap off from their own line. They're looking to box. Gaining a little bit of territory into the England attacking zone. They'll be looking to get to the 7 and get a play off this. That is in fact 5th, and it's slowed down unfortunately. And probably just kill the ball out on the wide side. Just getting the score confirmed. We don't have it up on the screen here, so we are manually keeping that. It's a good job our maths is good enough. I think France has given a hard touch, maybe a little unlucky on the Welsh. Interesting to see what the Welsh coaches think of that one. England driving up hard towards the box, second touch come in. And Mellor and Simon back on. Middles, Phoebe might be looking to check this off. Now she goes down, gains the yards with a little bit of dummy. Third or fourth, I've lost count. Third or fourth, looking for a platform strike I think on this one. Megan's going to go hard, and that is 5th now. Phoebe missed this ball out wide. Not quite delivered the ball. I think that's going to be a ball down, forward pass. So Welsh driving back, they'll be looking for a good set of 6 here. Second coming, see if they get a good offload. That's unfortunate, the ball has gone down already. Another slight Welsh mistake there. Abro gives England another set of strike really. Be interesting to see whether England can box or whether they do go hard.
Looks like they're staying on. I would have think in the second half that just the experience of the English girls will start to tell a little bit.
Yeah, I think
start
so.
to open up the playbook a bit. Looked like a forward ball.
Is that being given forward?
Yeah.
It is forward from this side, unfortunately. We'll be doing that practicing in the garden when we get home back to Nottingham. Yeah, I think it's 7-2. I think when we were slightly distracted with the technical issue, end of the first half, start of the second, England sort of had pulled away a little bit. It was 2-2 at one point. I understand it.
Yeah. I think that's what you expect of a team like England with the experienced players, as you've mentioned, just being able to sort of settle things down. As you mentioned, the coaching group, who are extremely experienced in their box, just settle the team down, get them going back to what they're good at, and that's probably pushed the score out a bit. Let's see if the Welsh can keep going and put a bit into. That's really some nice movement by her. Beautiful play.
Good score.
Lovely left foot step, just dragging the middle in, getting on the outside, drawing the link in, and an easy score for the Welsh link there.
And really I think, nice. Yeah, and I know I was talking when you were away about, England will want to box probably every play. That it is hot out there, and I can see some of the girls struggling with the heat a little bit. And that group there did 2 sets, and it's not so bad. Obviously, not too bad doing 2 sets of attack, but 2 sets of defence is hard work in any heat.
Yeah, agreed. And then also remember, this is day 1, so hopefully the coaching staff will have a word with them, because there's not someone you want to be stuck at. If you don't score, you're in trouble, and that's exactly what happened, as you say, to the English women's 20s there. But a new set on here.
So Summer's about to play the roll ball to Jelfs, and these two will be looking to do something here.
Vichy open.
Go back to Jelfs. Alice having a go. So I'm trying to ensure Alice doesn't dive. She's had operations, I think, on both shoulders in the last 12 months. So just coming back into a bit of fitness. There's a sweeper coming here now. She'll be disappointed with that. Good strong touch from the Welsh. I don't think anything in it. I think it was a good fair touch.
So as we said, the first touch going in there up the middle, second touch slightly they've left. Really shouldn't be leaving the ball behind.
Yeah, again a strong touch there, I think, from Jelfs, trying to get probably one back by the English there on the basis of that last touch.
And that's 5 really good touches by England. Really getting the Welsh to work hard out their half, and that's what you want as a coach, to see your team defend like that.
Absolutely. England's put in an awful lot of time and effort into defence policy this last 12 months. I'm really trying to stop teams getting to halfway or certainly getting to the 10, close them out in that first 3-4 touches. It makes it so difficult. You cut out that momentum. It is a hard game then to get ground.
Yeah, we always talk about winning the midfield, and that's exactly what England looked like. You could see it at the World Cup, the improvement in that midfield defensive England teams across the board was something to see, and brought across, I'm sure, some of the results that may have gone the other way, but definitely put them through. So who's to look out for in this pod here, Chris?
So you've got, I know quite a lot about, certainly one of that's Maddie Marskinson's jumping through. So Maddie and Kerris, the two middles, played together quite a lot. Kerris has now moved to NTU, so she's one of the Nottingham girls that we know fairly well. She's just broken into the Nottingham Hoods team and was part of the England Women's Open training squad, not selected but still very young. So that's Kerris, number 5 with the visor on. Same with the visor on, they've all got visors on. 5 or 6, can't see in the middles, but I know which one she is anyway. So those two, I think, fairly experienced in the sense of experienced middle pair in the sense of they've played lots of touch but still young. The refs come back here to 6 touches. Yeah, so middles I know. The link this side is Xanthi from Durham. Link the other side, I'm looking across, I think that's Katie, from Exeter. So quite a lot of Exeter University contingent in this squad. I know a fair amount of them because Emily's told us that we've been putting them up most weekends for the Bucks competitions in Nottingham. So we've got to know quite a lot of the Exeter lot, and they are a lovely crowd. I mean, quite a lot of them have played in Singapore, Malaysia, Dubai. It is a very international group in Exeter, and so they've got the knowledge of the game. They play touch, but have probably not played much in England.
When you mentioned Exeter, that's sort of quite far west of England. What, like, in terms of touch spread in clubs, like where the furthest reaches that the touch in England currently goes to?
Yeah, I mean it's pretty much across the country. I mean we've got a growing setup down in Truro and Falmouth, right down in the southwest in Cornwall. We've got a setup down in Canterbury, down in Kent, so that sort of covers almost both extremes in the south. In the north, you go as far as Percy Park, which is on the northeast coast beyond Newcastle, and in the northwest now, there's not as much in the Lake District, but we are starting to pick up stuff in Liverpool and around parts of Lancashire. Obviously, you've got Wigan slightly further north there, so there is a setup pretty much across the country, and then strong in, obviously in London, Bristol in the southwest. Bristol's a growing club, Exeter, growing club and university setup. Leeds, we have got the Yorkshire Thorns who are growing, and then Manchester, quite a strong setup there. And then it'd be remiss of me not to mention Nottingham and Cambridge, which is where I've probably been involved most locally. So it is, I think, probably the one area where we've not really, it's a good long ball, not a good ball down, I think. Oh, it's given. That is a great score.
Really good score.
So that's Avani scored that. Was that a long ball from Jelfs, I think? Oh, I should have known that, but good score that from England. And I've lost track of the score now. It's about 8 or 9, I think. Yes, just going back in terms of the breadth and depth of the game. One thing in England that we were looking at doing as the game has started to just become participation based is focus growth, as you'll know, around the conurbations, and I think we've got something going in Newcastle now, haven't we? And there's pockets in Manchester, but nothing really in Leeds, nothing really in Birmingham in terms of mass participation, and that is the real, I think, focus for us in England going forward.
Yeah, I mean England have done an amazing job at spreading the game across the country and having the breadth, as you mentioned. I mean, you crossed basically the whole country. Yeah, sure, Birmingham is not involved there as of yet, but there certainly are players in Birmingham, and as soon as a conurbation forms there, I think it's only going to take off more in that area. But congratulations to the England Touch group and as a whole, and the clubs especially for making touch grow across the whole of the country.
Thank you. It's a mistake from England that gives Wales a chance on line attack, and hopefully they can do something from this.
When I've been watched, I've been impressed by that number 16, I think, of the Welsh. She's not on right now, but she's got a really great turn of speed and a lovely left foot step with also some nice delivery.
She's just been sent for time, and I'm not sure why.
Yeah, that's what's happened here.
So Kerris Godwin's just been sent for time, not sure why.
Was it another penalty, maybe a third? I wasn't counting.
No, but I mean, she sent her for time for something.
Okay.
So this will be hard on England to hold this out. They've got 5 players for a period of time. We're not sure how long.
A little bit slow there by. They should really have a go there on that link coming in hard. They have gone now. Might have been a bit late. Really good effort by that the link there. I'm not sure if you know who that is, Chris. But
On that far side,
yeah,
that's Kat Richardson Walden, one of the ones with World Setup. Actually came out of the programme that the girls 18 coach Andy Pennisard has been developing and driving forward over many years. And that again is a pocket of touch, which is great down there in South West London. And a lot of the players here, the younger players, will have come from that programme. Some of these girls and in other squads as well. So England will be looking to, I think they just need to take some time now, and 5 players on. It's going to be tough for them, particularly in this heat. I'm sure as you as a coach, Mike, you would both want to be saying just
slow down, slow the game
don't
down.
go too hard.
Just don't get excited.
Just use your 6 stitches. Just keep it on this side of the field. It's
hard to do when you go in the field.
I see.
That's really nice defence because
That was good defence. I think lucky there. You could question whether that was ball down, but
they've just brought the key player on a little bit late there. There she is. She's just on a bit late.
So what we got? 5-6 minutes to go. I mean, that's again a good set for England. I mean, they're going to, in a way, this is a good test for England. 5v6. That I think is coming up to the 3rd minute of this.
You'd want to get all of your players subbed straight away here.
Yeah. And I think the disruption for the players here, and they've now got 6 on, England have, which they got away with that.
And not spotted by the referees, but that's okay.
So,
they got themselves off.
So there's a bit of a debate going on here. The referee has counted 3 sets. The England sub-box has counted 4 sets that Keris has been off for. She's been told to stay for another set. That I have no doubt will be debated for a while, Mike. But England, what they did get away with that, I think England were bringing 6 on. So that is now 4 sets. So England are back to a full complement. And what is good, they deeded out. They didn't concede during that set.
Really well done by the English team to keep that out.
In another environment, I'd half expect that was intended by Adam as coach, and he told Keris to go and send yourself for time.
You really got to not like your 5 players on the field to do that to them. That's your
Absolutely. In this heat. So I think we've got about 3 or 4 minutes left to play, and I make it a few to 3. I think probably 8 or 9. I think England have got. And again, I think that it's just disrupted the game a little bit. That period, it's been no scores in that, were there, for that 4 or 5 minutes?
Yeah, that's definitely helped the Welsh team, and but it'd be nice to see if they could sort of finish off here with a couple of good movements to see if they can get through the English defence again. The English defence has been really good, especially when they've been down to 5 players. A sort of concentrated effort. Sometimes going down to 5 concentrates the mind as a defence. You work harder for some reason.
Yeah, absolutely. You can't switch off, can you? You need to keep your wits about you the whole time.
Yeah.
And sometimes they say, don't you, in any sport that you lose a man and the opposition find it harder to beat one less. Yeah. And touch is no different. Yeah. Sometimes it throws you out. You're thinking as
can't push things. You shouldn't be pushing.
Absolutely. There's no middle. There's no link, or there's no wing, and it's who do I attack? It's quite a structured game at the base level, and once sort of unstructure and heads up touch becomes the reality, it can be harder for some.
I really like the urgency that the English have put into their defence, especially when they know the touch count is 5 and they all press up, and that's a really lovely drive. And on the back of that great defence comes a beautiful driving play by England. Well deserved.
Emma Wade. I think that's Emma Wade.
That's off the back of that excellent defence that they put in there. A couple of hard drives, tiring legs of the Welsh who put in a really good effort here, and a good score there.
Yeah, good score. We just talked about heads up there, and Emma saw the gap. She just transitioned on. She's transitioned off very quickly now after that run.
I think Adam will be pleased overall with his team performance. And
Yes, I think he will be. I think he'll be. I just hope he focuses on the team's performance and not on the incident. I think that'll be. He's working out. We know the family know him very well. He's been in the ears of Emily and Phoebe for some time this year, and he's always looking for perfection, which in a coach is nice because you always want to get that 1% more. They talk about those 1%, and but I do think he'll say, "Well done, girls. Yeah, it was tough after probably the first 10 minutes. It was pretty even, and we've come out and probably, I wouldn't say dominated most of the game. Wales have been in it, but certainly made the mark on the competition so far."
Yeah. Well, as you say, there's the few minutes that I was away I didn't see, but where that score pushed out, and obviously it was after half time where clearly the words he had and the actions the girls took definitely made a difference in the game, and that was probably where the game then was won through. And that's really good eyes up again. Really nice foot speed, really nice agility.
She must take after her mother, Mike. That's all I can say.
Well, I've seen you play, so I wasn't going to comment.
No, it's good. But again, I think you say you picked up on the last drive when Emma went through and scored. It was the urgency of the defence. The defence turned that over. Wales looked tired, and then the first two touches, we got beyond the 10 in the first two touches. That just then creates a bit of space, and the defence was rolling, and that makes a big difference for the platform coming on.
Yeah, 100%. And in tight games, touch is a game of moments. In tight games, those kind of things where you put the pressure on defence and really keep going till the end, like England have done, takes to tournaments and games. So well done to England. Really nice win for them, I think, to start off their campaign. Still trying to have a quick go, another go.
Again, as a coach, just kill the game there. But no, I think they, well done to England. But I think congratulations to Wales, and I think I'd just like to again mention the coaching team. That looks like a much stronger Wales setup than I remember from previous years, and I think they've done a good job with what is probably a fairly inexperienced group of girls. So, and I think they'll just get better as the tournament goes on, and wish them all the best of luck. Yeah,
it'll be great to see how they progress. I agree with you. A couple of these teams, their first games that they've ever played international touch. And it'll be great to see how they develop towards the back end of Sunday. So thanks very much, Chris, and we'll take you back in a few minutes' time.
Thank you.